Before we left from Munkacs, Hungary, I stayed with an uncle who was a wealthy man, and I told my uncle, because I came from Poland, from Krakow, we ran away. I said, you know, if the Nazis ever come into Hungary, all of this wealth that you have is going to be confiscated. They're going to take it away from you. It would be nice if you prepare yourself with something tangible, something you can put in your pocket or hide it in your clothes. My uncle listened to me because most people in Hungary didn't believe that they have anything to worry about because Hungary was an ally of Germany. So Hitler is not going to siphon off soldiers from the front to occupy a friendly country. It didn't make sense, and it didn't. But in March of 1944, the Nazis just marched right into Hungary like they were invited guests. They came in, they knew every person, their age, their residence, where they knew where they work, their education, everything. How is that possible? They didn't have computers in those days. IBM had punch cards, and they sold these punch cards to the Nazis. Now, IBM doesn't deny it, but they say they had no idea for what purpose they're going to use it. So the question is, why would Hitler siphon off the soldiers from the front to occupy a friendly country when he needed every soldier fighting? The answer was 750,000 Jewish inhabitants in Hungary. And to Hitler, killing Jews and pilfer their wealth was more important at that point than winning the war. Obviously, he must have known he's losing the war. Yeah, March of 1944. But as I said, my uncle listened to me, and he brought home a bunch of shoes, beautiful black shoes, and he told the whole family that in the heels of the shoes, there are diamonds. Use it only in life-threatening situations. You should know if you can bargain for your life, you have diamonds in the heels. And when I came to Auschwitz now, they took us to this big cinder block building, and they told us to get undressed and get out of your shoes. My uncle who gave me those shoes got out of them. His son, who had also shoes, he got out of them. And I was 15 and a half. I says, no, I'm not going to give up those diamonds in the shoe. And I get undressed. If you picture this, I'm naked, but the beautiful black shoes are on me. And they send me to these barbers. There were a bunch of inmates with clippers, and their job was to cut your hair all over your body. They weren't exactly gentle the way they do it either. But they said nothing about my shoes. And then I go into the bathhouse, huge building, and spigots on top. And when they closed the door, suddenly people were screaming. I couldn't figure out why. I guess some people knew that the gas chambers, this looks like water spigots, but gas came out instead of water. But the minute water came out, it got quiet. They were silent at this point. So I had the shoe on. Got soaked wet and everything. I wouldn't get off the shoes. But then they handed me striped clothes like this. And will you believe it, they handed me the clothes, and I put in these pants that were this big. I was only 15 and a half. So I go to this man who gave it to me, just like in a department store, you know, look, I can't wear these, they're falling off. Don't worry. And he gave me another pair. Nothing. And I still have the shoes, and no one said a word. And then they gave me wooden shoes with wooden soles and canvas on top. I put those on, and I put my shoes under the jacket, and we walked out.